Haruna, wait, you can't absolve the Minister of Youth and Sports quickly like that. His statement.
What has he done?
Well, we did the mathematics. Where's the $100,000?
He said, even at the end of his statement,
so that's what I'm asking.
Especially if the payments, there can be an answer.
Yes,
no, Randy, what can
be? No, it's a legitimate question.
Yes. So no, because he sits here and says he's thanking the minister and is trying to say that the minister has nothing else to answer.
The minister went further to say that as a public institution, we are committed to transparency, accountability in the discharge of our money.
Haruna, wait, Haruna. The paragraph before that, before what you just read, read it for our public.
He said another amount of 1 million was paid to third parties upon the instructions of GBC.
Then the one before that, then the paragraph before that says what?
Jim, he said from the total amount of 2.5 million was paid directly to GBC in two tranches, 1 million and 1.5 million on 13th March 2024 and 22nd May 2024 respectively. Together is 2.5.
So 2.5 plus the 1 million is what?
That's 3.5.
3.5. Now, if you read the first page of the minister's letter, paragraph E, what did he say the total amount agreed was?
Paragraph
3.6.
E.
3.6.
Yes, there's every legitimate person.
The contract itself says 3.6. Yeah, so when I'm saying that you can't say the minister is done with us and that only the DG has questions to answer, the minister should come and explain to us 3.6 million. He's told us he's paid 3.5. Where is the other 1 million?
One of the things that I even want to, one of the things that I even want to find out from the minister is that if the C,
it
says also the ministry in its quest to build local capacity and leave a legacy after the 13th African Games, engage the GBC to become the official broadcaster of the games. How did the ministry expect to achieve this C?
In 1 month.
This C.
In 1 month.
Yes. How did they expect to achieve that? Especially when it also gives us the impression that it knew that GBC was outsourcing the contract.
There's a contradiction there. Because if you read C and E,
Randy, and I also want to understand,
let me
Chief, if GBC were to appeal, because you are in Parliament, I want to find out from GBC why they will go and bid for a contract
and take only 3%
of $3.6 million, knowing fully well that they do not have the capacity and that they will be outsourcing 97% of the value of the contract.
You know, Randy,
I want to understand why.
You know, and because I've done a few contracts, because I've sat on public boards before, and even in Parliament we've seen contracts that have come before us. Most times when you are outsourcing, when you sign a contract and you give room for outsourcing, you state that not more than 50% of the terms of the contract can be outsourced. Because if a third party is going to be doing more than 50% of the work, then you, the one fronting for the whole thing, you are basically a front. In this case, what GBC is effectively telling us is that they were used as a front.
Yes.
They use themselves.
Who used?
The ministry saying that the ministry says he was aware.
The ministry says he was aware.
But
so it means that direct. No. If you read E, listen. Read E on the screen. The understanding that GBC will use the services of third party to assist them implement their obligations, the total amount agreed was 3.6. It means the ministry knew that GBC was simply being used as a front, the state broadcaster.
No,
because
they use themselves.
You know why?
They use them as a front. They use themselves.
Very critical questions. If we were told by the ministry that these three companies, who we don't know I don't know who they are. Maybe industry people may know them, but I don't know who they are. We're being paid this amount of money.
It's like somebody saying that, Aruna, you have a company that has a reputation.
So bring it and come and
let me use your company to go and take the contract. And then I find something for you. So $3.6 million, $300,000 and go shop.
I mean, what is this? Sam, they use the whole GBC to front and take 3%.
They did not. GBC submitted.
And you think that the ministry has no questions to answer?
GBC submitted their proposal. That include outsourcing to third party. That is lower than other companies that submitted. Yes. So it means it is GBC that identified these companies to that they are outsourcing to, not any other organization. So nobody used GBC. GBC used themselves. Second, wait. The 3.6 you are talking about is contained in the contract.
Yes,
and the ministry statement,
which remains an agreed amount, not an expended amount. So if an expended amount is totaling up to 3.5 and there is a shortfall of 100, there's not every legitimate means to ask how much exactly did you spend.
There must be a reason why you are withholding the 100,000.
And you told us that he was not aware of the question. So if he was aware of the question,
no, but the breakdown of the 3.5 did not come at the public hearing. It came over 24 hours after. This was a statement his ministry issued in response to the GBC. So it's not as though he didn't have the details.
But it's clear that there is always difference between budget or agreed amount and expended.
No, Haruna, what you are confusing is a contract and budgeting. When it comes, wait. Let me clarify this for our viewers. When it comes to budgets, we have budgeted amounts. We have approved amounts.
So what is the 3.6?
And then we
that's
have
the contract sum.
That's the contract sum. But when it comes to contracts are different from budgets.
No, but if
because with the budget, listen. Let me explain something to you. Let me help you here. When we do budgets, especially national budgets, it's based on expected inflows that we do the allocations. So based on the inflow, then you get a certain percentage of release. But when it comes to contracts, the sum is based on deliverables. That's why there is a scope of work in the contract.
So that's what I'm saying.
They have done all the work they've done
to yes. In summary,
for the balance.
That's what I said. In summary, there's a contract valued at 3.6 million.
Yes.
Payments, we've been told, add up to 3.5 million.
Yes.
There is a question to be answered.
Yes.
That is it.
On 100,000.
But
the point I just wanted to make, Karuna, lest I forget. You know, you made the earlier point that GBC is the one who brought this. And listen, we sit on public accounts. Just 2 days ago, it became clear to us what was going on in one of the districts up north, where people go to tender, and the auditors found out that the 4 companies that were in the tender, the phone number for the 4 different companies, was the same phone number. So listen. Don't use. Wait, Haruna, let me land. Don't use this that GBC brought the people. Listen, if somebody is sitting at the ministry,
well, at least for
but
GBC,
now, it was contained in their proposal.
We don't have any evidence
but
suggest
it is
that
obvious to the trained eye that GBC was simply used as a front.
Well, some things don't make sense, but we can't make.
They used it.
So you are saying that GBC
we can't make those
GBC used themselves. The ministry didn't use GBC
because they brought their proposal and included in their proposal the third-party agreement.
Right, okay. But he agrees with me. Bottom line is, but Haruna agrees with me that GBC was used.
Not
by the ministry, but by themselves.
GBC
used themselves.
GBC submitted their own proposal that included the use of
you said GBC used themselves.
Let me use.
Yes, Randy, you want to use the 12 hours to?
Gentlemen, in fact, let me get this.
Okay. Randy, I want to correct.
Please do.
You see, the minister's response in this letter, was to clarify the commentary by the Director General.
Okay.
So if the other $100,000 you are talking about was not commented on, if the minister is asked, for which legitimately I know that it will answer.
Okay. All right. Let me use.
But no, Randy,
gentlemen, let me use
30 seconds just to respond to this.
Yes.
Listen, the Director General did not mention 3.5. The Director General said he received 105,000.
They benefited
105,000. If the minister wants to clarify that, why would he clarify 3.5 million and leave 100,000?
You see, the reason why he did not clarify that one is that monies
because he has not made a payment yet.
Yes. The monies that were paid through GB amounted to this.
All right.
And he's justified
okay, so gentlemen, in fact, let me use 5 minutes of your silence to make some money. We'll be back shortly.